So your stomach was feeling pretty bad, eh?
Yeah.
How you feeling now?
Much better. Hey, welcome to episode 205 of Front Seat Gamer. I'm Nick. I'm here with Blake.
Hey.
And Paul.
Hello.
Hi, guys. How's it going?
Very good.
Yeah.
Cool. If you can just talk in unison for the rest of the podcast, that would be great.
Are you
All right.
Paul?
Yep.
Alrighty. So, all right. We'll have to start again because you already messed it up. All right.
Hey, welcome to Front Seat Gamer, episode 205.
Should we kick it off with some questions?
Hit it.
This is from WiggyWig. People being happy to not pay interest for their education loan sounds so Stockholm Syndrome to someone from a country where education is free. I think entry level will... this is a separate part. We'll comment on that real quick. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be free.
Yeah, it would be nice.
It makes a lot... I have to assume that the return on investment for education almost across the board is more than the cost that it should entail for most countries. Most governments would do well to invest in.
Yeah, because it's an investment. It's an investment.
You're literally making your people smarter, which means you're going to make better, more impressive things that will drive the economy. That seems like a no-brainer.
Mm-hmm.
I remember years ago reading about a trial they did. It might have been in like Minnesota or something, in some state in the U.S., where they're like, "What if we just do free daycare?" And they did it. And it showed that like the people who got free daycare just in general, showed far, far better like quality of life 20 years down the road, 30 years down the road, 40 years down the road. These things, it taught them social skills and basic education and got them ready for school, and it carried through their whole lives.
Oh, you mean like the children?
Yes, these children.
Oh, interesting.
These children who went to daycare.
Yeah.
It was like, I think from the age of 3 onwards, showed just far better outcomes for their entire lives. And so that state was like, okay, we'll make it free daycare because it's like a return of 10 to 1.
Yeah.
So
that's not what people think. That's not how people think. They just think like, let's bleed as much money from everyone.
Yeah, people are very short-sighted when it comes to money. They look at, you can see this, there's no better example than like just companies with their quarterly return reports.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
and all the actions that are designed to boost their quarterly return reports.
Well, I mean,
the cost of the longevity of
governments too, right? Like New Zealand, like it's such a typical thing in New Zealand for like one government to start some big project that's going to benefit everyone, right? But then the next government is like, they've spent so much on this, blah blah blah. We don't need it. We're gonna spend more money canceling it.
Light rail, ferries.
Yeah.
The 3-year term length in New Zealand is both a blessing and a curse for that. You cannot do anything with a long lead in unless you,
like we're on the cusp of opening this new like train like route in Auckland,
the one that in the city.
Yeah, in the city. And it's been 10 years in the making, and every step of the way there was nothing but complaints about it's over budgets, taking too long, threats that we're going to cancel it. And now finally it's sort of hitting it's going to be out in a few months, and there's been video out about it, and everyone's like, this is great, this is the best thing, this is amazing.
I'm sure there's a limit to how, like, if you spend too much on infrastructure, it's probably bad. And there's probably a limit. There's probably a number where you've spent too much on infrastructure. But I think you'd be hard pressed to point to a country that, like, fell apart because they built their infrastructure too well.
Yeah.
It's true. Like, people were pointing at China and these big towers with like basically empty ghost cities.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, look at this. China's wasting so much money. They're so stupid. And then all those places filled up. They were just doing things ahead of schedule instead of waiting for people to need it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But also if they had a different system where it was like every 4 years or 3 years, you had another party coming and saying, why is the previous government wasting money on all these empty cities, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do also see videos of them knocking down massive skyscrapers.
Yeah.
Allegedly, I think that's because the building quality is terrible.
Yeah, there was some deep like issues with like corruption in some of their
China is not by no means a great example, but hey, at least they're building infrastructure. They put high-speed rail across the country in 20 years. Oh, there's tons of high-speed rail lines.
I guess that's the bonus of supposedly like one
authoritarian
part,
state.
The trains run on time, right?
Or you get trains and then they run on time.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Anyway, this is a video game podcast, and more to WikiWig's question. I think entry level will change. This is presumably in regards to AI, but still exist, as you can, depending on the job, hire like 3 entry level positions for 1 senior. I think this is where I disagree, because why would you hire 3 entry level positions for 1 senior when you can get an AI to do it for free?
Also, like, how many seniors do you need to monitor 3 juniors?
Yeah, that's true.
Full time.
Now you don't need to hire a senior. It's I think the nature of entry level positions will probably change, and I think it's going to be problematic, and we're not going to see a lot of the problems for 10 or 20 years.
Yeah, it's an emerging thing. Like, we're right on the cusp of this change. It's going to be.
We're making this is the guess it but things we don't know podcast.
This is really guessing at things we don't know.
This is very much on theme for us.
Yeah. Well, I know that we don't know it.
Yeah, but we always kind of know that we don't know it.
Yeah, but we can at least be confident in that.
Yeah, we know that we don't know. Yeah, for sure.
Or at least strongly suspect. No,
I guess I'm just kind of guessing that I don't know now that I think about it.
Yeah.
So again, on theme.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think you might have entry level positions for like people learning how to prompt the AI.
Oh god,
that would be my guess.
Oh god,
that would be the nature of entry level positions in 5 years.
Yeah. How to get? Yeah. Oh my god, I hate it.
I will honestly be really surprised if everything actually goes this way, based on what I've seen from what it can do and where its pitfalls are. I don't think those pitfalls can be covered. I don't think it's a we're waiting for technology thing.
I think you're right.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this is their vision. I think this is the extrapolation of the AI tech bro vision.
Yeah.
Is in 5 years you'll have entry level prompt engineers.
Yeah.
I think more realistically in 5 years we will be in a massive economic downturn because all of these AI bubbles will have popped.
Well, is that vibes coding? Is that what vibes coding is?
Yeah.
And it's a travesty. Like, the things that it creates.
Yeah.
It's harder to go through and fix what's there than it is to just start from scratch.
Because you don't know what's there, right?
Exactly.
I talked to someone very recently who said he does a lot of his coding through AI, and I said, "How long does it take you?" He's like, "Oh, it's really quick." And I said, "Yeah, but then you have to, what about the time you spend writing the prompt?" He's like, "Oh yeah, that's fair." And I said, "What about the time you spend checking the AI work?" He's like, "Oh yeah, that's fair." And then what about the time you spend fixing the AI? Like, yeah, okay,
it's basically
fair.
Learning
probably not actually
skill.
Solving any, not saving any time.
No.
You're just
it's learning a different skill than actually just learning the skill.
Yeah. And
you spend the time learning how to manipulate the thing to get the thing you want instead of learning how to make the thing.
But worse than that is you can only have the good output if you already have the skill to go through and make sure that they're doing the thing right.
Yeah, and reviewing code is like much harder than writing code.
Yeah, this is where I have to assume you're correct. I can imagine that being true. Because you have to work out what someone else is thinking when they put all these processes together, right?
Yeah, whereas if you wrote it yourself, you built it up from parts.
Yes.
So you had the incremental process of going through
and you can go through it step by step and go, I goofed, I forgot to put a thing in here.
Yeah.
Or just like efficiency, right? Like you can go through someone's code and be like, actually, there's a way more efficient way to do this. And you take out, you just make stuff like...
Blake's guessing at code.
I'm just guessing, but like my understanding of code is just a bunch of if statements. But like that's bad. If everything is just a bunch of if statements.
There's green letters falling down, and sometimes the letters are Japanese. That's what I know.
Yep. Sometimes you don't even see the code, man.
You see that here's a blonde, here's a brunette.
Yeah.
All right. A Mongolin says the thing is, at least in software development, most of the entry level work can be done with AI. The hard part done by seniors, designing whole systems, planning the projects, and whatnot, can't be automated, and no number of entry level people could do that either. I'm going to play devil's advocate here and say that in the AI bro dream, all of that can be done with AI. If you say I need a system that does these things, that AI would be able to theoretically like design the system. right?
And that's their dream, right? Is that this is just AIs all the way down.
Presumably, if it's ingesting tons and tons and tons and tons of work, it can ingest like product plans. And especially if it says it's planning the projects, when are we talking like staffing? Are we talking timelines? Because all of that goes away in the tech bros dream. Is here's 5 minutes of the AI doing its work and then an output the thing you want, as opposed to here's 12 weeks of 2-week sprints and like reviews and all this other. So I think it is a different landscape in the tech pros dream. I think right now, Monglin, you're correct. It can't do those things, but that is at least in the eyes of the tech bro, that's temporary.
Right? Yeah.
They're heading towards the point where it's like, I want you to build the banking software I need for my new bank,
and they just do it,
and it does it.
Yeah, and I just don't know that it's worse right now at designing the systems than it is at designing each individual component.
I've never tried to make it design a system. I've also never had to try to make it do any code, so I have to lean on expertise of you here, Paul.
I have. There is a side of it that it's really good at, which is if you pasted a bunch of stuff you wrote in the past that you can't figure out what you were even doing, it's really good at figuring out what you were thinking.
That's right. That's actually pretty great. That's just having someone like analyze your thing and summarize what's happening, right?
Yeah,
like, just be like,
particularly in just like things you rushed, and like the most common examples for me is I'll have like just a bunch of changed together commands in like Bash that is just like piping input from one different program to another, and it ends up as just like this big long string of characters, and you're like, okay, so and I know what I was trying to solve at the time, but I can't remember exactly which step is doing what.
Yeah,
you chuck that in there, and it'll like split it out into a thing and cool. Document it for you.
Yep,
that's cool.
That's that's basically like, I think it's kind of, AI is kind of best when you're basically right now using it as a assistant to do some like
I think we're really
level. Oh my god. Well, I mean, would you have an entry level person
go through and document your own code?
No. Yeah, I don't.
If you really disliked the person you were hiring, hey, I wrote all this shit. Can you go like add some comments?
Sometimes you could use that like for someone who's new to the job, they have to learn the code base, right?
Yeah,
that would be a good way to do it and get your horrible chore done.
I don't know. I don't know enough about code to do that, but I know like an art example would be like there's been times where I have started working on a Maya scene and I'm just not getting the time to finish it because I've got other like
work
responsibilities. Yeah, but other responsibilities, and I'm like, I'll say to one of the artists like, I'm so sorry. I'm not getting to finish this. I need someone to like finish this off. I've started it, but the whole thing's a mess.
Yep.
Because I'm in the middle of working on it.
Yep.
I'm sorry, but I need someone to do it, and they'll be like, all right, or whatever, and they basically take it and then clean it up, finish it off, polish it, like put it all into the right like kind of optimization formats and stuff, and then that's it. But I always do feel bad about doing that because I don't like handing off like
half done work.
Yeah.
I have a question, which maybe Paul would be suitable for answering, which is, so with Google years ago, at least, you could do Google Translate. You do like English to Japanese and then back into English, back into Japanese. And you start with one phrase and end up with something completely different because it's just bouncing around. Could you do something similar for AI code where you say, hey, write a block of code that does this thing. And then it goes, here, this is this thing. And then you open up a new instance of the AI and you say, optimize this. And then you open up a new instance with the output of that and say, optimize this.
Yeah, it would absolutely keep changing it. There is actually, I watched a video yesterday, which was quite horrific, but a company started that takes all of their entire business model as finding code that's under open source licenses.
Okay.
And there's some rule where if you're going to copy something and you have one person that understands the design and then another person and like writes the spec and then another person implements the code based off that spec, is like technically not copying. Like there's some loophole in the law.
The AI ingests it, says this is what it's
and
doing,
writes
and
the spec,
to
and then another AI implements the spec,
and they make it proprietary.
Yep,
so gross. Guys, this is my business model. I've taken something you can get for free, but now you can pay for it, and also it's garbage.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like that. That is partially doing what you're saying, and then also getting around all of the open source stuff that like built everything we have.
Horrible.
Man, I just read. You guys have just reminded me. I just saw the other day an article. I just skimmed it. I didn't fully read it, so who knows? It might be different. Might be not as bad as it sounds. But someone working at Warhorse, you know, the guys that make Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Yes.
Someone was just recently fired and replaced by AI, and it's a localization person, right? Who's doing localization for different regions. You know, so I mean, to be fair, I don't know that that's necessarily is that AI is any more than Google Translate is AI. I mean that's the thing. Then how what AI can be like super broad, right?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, translation tools are very effective nowadays. I would worry that you would lose the flavor.
You'd lose the nuance, right? Like it's not always a direct one-to-one. It's like the the nuance or like the spirit of what is being said.
Yeah, I would imagine that the phrase like there's a phrase in English, putting a hat on a hat, right? We all kind of, it means, you've done too much, you've gone too far, and now it's bad.
Yeah.
And I would imagine that if you were to try and translate that from English to another language without the context of the meaning, I don't know what the output would be.
Yeah.
What would a reader interpret that
it would
as?
probably literally just say that, putting a hat on a hat, and then you'd be like, what the hell is that? What does that mean?
I only have one helmet slot. What are you talking about? So I wonder, that's the kind of thing. It's often like turns of phrase or things that are very specific to the...
There's a slightly funny thing here, which is that even if you spoke English from a different place, you might not understand the meaning of it anyway. So even English to English doesn't...
I mean, isn't Australia full of like weird sayings? I mean, England is full of weird sayings. Everywhere's full of weird.
Not here New to Zealand fuck spiders.
Yeah. Yes.
Huh? Not here to fuck spiders.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Let's translate that one into.
That's Australia, right?
Yes, that is Australia.
You got to assume
it's not.
No, that is Australia.
Not waste time.
I've heard that before. Yeah.
All right, Slippery Jim. Last question. He says, "Hello. Yes, my question is, what games have you all played in the last month or week? Thank you." Side note: I listened to your episode 0. Good to hear you talk about upcoming games at the time, such as Star Citizen.
That's great.
Perfect.
That's so great.
Perfect Star Citizen burn. Thank you, Slippery Jim. Well,
anyone know the news of Star Citizen? I've not even like kept up with it.
Still,
is it an upcoming game?
2 years away.
They were approaching $1 billion in revenue from like their.
I do remember them saying that
their bizarre money laundering scheme, which I assume that's what it is. Please no libel lawsuit. Thank you. But it seems it does seem like your company just ingests money, and it's not really clear where it's going.
I think they found their business model, and they realize they don't have to release a game for it.
The business model is called the sunk cost fallacy. We get people to donate a small amount, and then we never release the product, so they just keep sending us money.
Yeah, and you keep selling more ships and more whatevers. And
is there a game that has been in development without being launched longer than Star Citizen?
How long was Duke Nukem Forever? I don't think
as long as Star Citizen.
Yeah, I think Star Citizen is longer.
So Duke Nukem Forever came out,
but Duke Nukem
2013.
Duke Nukem Forever went through multiple like restarts.
Couldn't you actually pre-order that as well? Like
yes,
10 years early or something.
Yeah.
I can't remember the exact.
I do remember seeing a story where someone had a pre-order from I don't know how many years earlier.
Yeah,
and it was it was like honored.
Yeah.
Put it this way: Duke Nukem Forever was in development for 14 years.
Okay,
and Star Citizen has been in development for at least 14 years.
Has it been 14 years?
Well, our episode 0 was 2014.
Oh my god. No, it was 2015, wasn't it?
Don't think so.
No, it was 2014.
Zero
You're
is
right. No, it was the end of
December, I think.
December 2014.
So,
yeah.
and it's got to have been in development before that, right?
Yep.
So,
Oh my god.
Been a while.
Wow.
Got to be getting close to the record for.
Yeah.
I mean, you could argue that any MMO, World of Warcraft, that development started in 2000 and it's still technically going, right?
Oh yeah, but I think you have to
that's
go
a live
to
game. That's released.
Yeah, I think you have to go to release, like not even full release, but like to an early access version.
Sure.
Oh no, because then you can play.
Well, I mean, Star Citizen is in early access.
Hey, what about that?
Well, so let's say 1.0 then.
Where's Project Phoenix? Where's Project Phoenix? Where's that? Where's that hero?
He made another game instead
to
fund that game.
Yeah,
but don't worry,
he keeps starting companies.
Yeah,
I still have him on LinkedIn.
Oh my god.
Anyway.
Oh my god.
What you been playing?
I forgot.
Kick off, Paul. What have you been playing? You bought something recently.
I did. I bought a Steam Deck.
Yep.
Oh, cool.
I wanted one for ages, but the only way to get them here was through resellers where you wouldn't have like a proper New Zealand warranty and being able to take something back to a store if it's broken.
Yeah.
Right.
Even though I never do that, I want to be able to.
I mean, for an expensive piece of hardware, I think that option, wanting to have that option makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. And I wasn't, sure how it was going to perform and stuff, whether I would actually like it. But of the available PC handheld consoles, that's a weird sentence, but it is.
How many are there? I guess it's the Asus ROG or whatever it's called.
Yeah, there's also a Lenovo one.
Asus has their own. I think.
Do they?
Yeah. Republic of Gamers is like ROG what standard.
Yeah.
Am I wrong? Am I crazy?
No, there's an Asus one. And there's a Lenovo one as well. There might be one other company that does them. I think the Lenovo is the only other one that can run SteamOS. Which is the Steam's Linux-based, not Windows. Which was, in the end, one of the biggest reasons I went with Steam Deck is that I just do not want another Windows device.
Yeah, Windows has never been great, but is real bad at the moment, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I quite liked working with 10. 10, I had no real problems with.
I keep finding software installed on my computer that I did not install.
Yeah.
And I don't like it.
Apparently, Copilot is losing money or something because.
Oh no way! An AI is losing money? No, but they're meant to just print money. That's the only way the current state of the economy will pan out, right?
You feed it RAM and it prints money.
I was just thinking, like, you probably bought your Steam Deck at maybe the best possible time because I would imagine that like prices are only going to go up in the next year or two.
Yeah, Steam was also going to do that Steam Cube, right? With it's not
Steambox?
It's like a console, more of a console that goes by your TV rather than.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I thought it is basically just a Steam Deck that plugs into your TV. It uses computer hardware. It uses the Steam Deck OS.
I think the hardware is much better.
Better than computer hardware?
Oh, better than the Steam Deck.
Oh, yes. But it's also bigger.
Are they still doing that? Because I remember hearing rumors of that for years ago.
They probably announced it, but it was right before all of the RAM and hard drive prices went ballistic. So I don't know what the timeline is there or anything. But
well, I know that there are now factories in China that were not producing memory that are starting to produce memory. So like theoretically, the demand is going to be met by supply at some point. Theoretically. But is that going to be next year? Is that going to be 5 years from now?
Yeah.
What's going to happen when this has become an AI podcast, hasn't it?
Yeah, no, right.
We should just go back to we should go back to.
It's an inevitability that AI is going to collapse, and there's just going to be tons and tons of burnt out hardware floating around.
It's the same thing from all the bit miners.
Yes, all the bad cards, all the bad. But this is going to be that times 1,000, I would imagine, because like for every.
I bet it's similar. The amount of people that were just buying graphics cards and like the supply of graphics cards did completely drop, and then it rebounded, and you buy video cards for reasonable prices.
But it's just those graphics cards are now being used in AI because the GPUs are better at handling prompts for whatever reason. They use a bunch of floating point math.
It's the graphics cards are still cheaper now than they were at the peak of people buying them for mining.
Talk to me in a year. I would say we're again at the precipice of like anything that uses memory. So like graphics cards have VRAM. RAM is going to go up. I would guess solid state drives are probably going to go up.
Yeah, those have already.
Oh man,
a little cube though that goes next to your TV.
Yeah, what you're describing is the GameCube.
Yeah,
Nintendo did that in 2001.
Steam game,
and it was great.
Steam box.
But can you play Pikmin on it?
I don't know.
Down on a ROM.
Yeah, I guess you could pirate Pikmin on it.
Oh, you pirate. You can play anything on anything if you pirate. Man, that's cool. What have you been playing on your Steam Deck?
I played a bunch of Moonlighter 2, which
what is that?
So I played the first one a while ago. It's essentially sort of like a roguelike, but basically you at night go into dungeons and collect resources, and then during the day you sell them in your shop.
Okay. I've played sort of similar. How much shop management is there?
It's not major. You're really just trying to like find the price point for each thing, and then make sure the right customers go to the things that give you the best.
Do you like that sort of supply and sale sort of loop?
Yeah, kind of. I like that you're going into a dungeon to get resources, and you come back, you sell them, you get upgrades, you go back in stronger. There's something about that that's quite fun. Similar to Cult of the Lamb, even with the you're building a little town.
Yes. Have you played Dave the Diver?
Yes.
Because that is what that sounds like to me.
Yeah, I played it a bunch. That game just got too wild for me. Too many different little things, and I got overwhelmed.
Yeah, they do throw a bunch of weird stuff at you, don't you?
It is super fun, though.
I really like
it. It is super fun.
How
far? Just a side thing. How far into Dave the Diver did you get?
I can't remember. I think the last thing I unlocked was the mini game where you're
clapping the tubes together to make in rhythm with the dancer because you're a weed.
Yes, yeah, that one. Yeah.
All right.
Or was it the one there was like a chase thing
on a boat?
You were like idle, and you're trying to run away from a crowd of fans that are chasing you.
Yes. And you have to like jump over crates and stuff.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. Those two games, I think you get them pretty close back to back. Like you almost like it's almost one after the other, if I recall.
Yeah.
And then they never come back again.
Oh, okay.
Those are, and you can play them optionally. They like end up on your phone.
Yeah.
But most of those mini games are kind of just one-offs to break up the overall flow. I quite liked the weird variety. I do wish that like that chase one is maybe the worst game in the whole game.
Yep. It was pretty bad.
Yeah, it was not good. But there's still a lot of good stuff. Although there's also like the seahorse racing, which is not amazing. There's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it's a really cool little collection of games, and like it is a cool game itself. I think because I played it after you talked about it on the podcast.
So Moonlighter 2.
Yes.
Does it have a part where you dance to Japanese Idol's pop song?
No, unfortunately.
Well, okay, maybe I'll give it a miss.
It is really good. It's still in early access though, so I did sort of.
Oh, so they could still add the dance.
They could.
Yeah.
And I hit the end of it what felt like quite quickly. They've only just done their like first major update of the early access thing. But the thing that was cool about the second one that I don't remember was in the first one is that while you're out in the dungeons, you've got just a grid inventory that you can expand over time.
Yep.
But each of the dungeons will have a different mechanic on the items you're collecting.
Okay.
So one of them is like armor and burn.
Okay, sure.
And it'll have a little arrow and be like, if you place this and there's another item in the arrow's direction, it'll burn it.
Oh.
Or you can put armor on the thing, and then when it's burned, it doesn't get destroyed.
Okay.
But
so
then
you have to manage the inventory in a way.
There's like a little mini game there of but then all of the different relics will have different mechanics. Some of them will be every time you burn, increase the quality of the item next to it in this direction.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
If you place this thing in a corner, it'll
now you
put
can
armor on
burn
everything
things
in this
by
row.
choice.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And
now I'm more interested because what you're describing sounds a lot like Backpack Brawl.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Yeah, but super light. Like it's only a small part of the run, but it gives you this thing where like when you go to get the reward, you have this little puzzle to try optimize before you go to the next floor, and you can because it's got the roguelike sort of map where you can see what options you're going to have to go to, whether it'll be like 2 chests that are blue, that are rare, or 1 that's uncommon.
Yeah. Well,
and
go for the 2 that are rare for sure, right? Come on, Paul. Easy choice.
Yeah.
1 uncommon or 2 rare? Come on. You're talking to a pro gamer.
What about the one epic or the 2 rare?
Oh, now you're,
But the higher the rarity, the weirder the mechanics. So you might be trying to hold out for the thing that will
make it
snowball and give everything quality.
Make it all click together.
If you put them all together now, you're running out of space. You're trying to... Yeah. So it's quite fun.
Yep.
Enjoyed playing it, but I need them to release the full game.
Yep.
That's cool. So they kind of basically taken like the Tetris inventory thing and turned that into an actual like mechanic instead of just a pain in the ass.
Yeah, but everything is just a grid, so it's all just looking
grids.
at everything is 1 by 1.
Yeah.
But it will have a direction or
that's less interesting to me. I was picturing that there would be different shapes,
like Backpack Brawl.
Backpack
Brawl.
Because if it's different shapes and that and like the thing to the right does a thing and then the things around it, now you start to care about the shape and the size and like, oh, everything that's touching this thing will get armor. Okay, I want something really big or with lots of surface area, or like there's ways that like you could make the shape of the item play a very important role with those kinds of mechanics. Exactly like Backpack Brawl.
Not with as small of an inventory as you get.
Okay. Yeah.
So I think they just made a decision to make everything based off direction. And some of them will impact, we'll use adjacent.
Right.
But
I guess there's also a lot of other stuff going on. It's not just that.
Yes, exactly.
So, yeah. Because Backpack Brawl, that is the game.
It is the game.
Yeah, that's the game.
On this, you've got shop management stuff and dungeon crawling.
Yeah. And the only outcome of this is to try come back with as many items that are worth as much as possible.
Yeah.
And you don't have to like, you just sort of slap it in your shop at a price and people will buy it and you don't have to do anything.
You don't know the price initially. They'll have different reactions based off what the price is. If the price is too high, they'll get angry and just leave the shop entirely.
Oh, do you have to like find the price then?
Yes.
Oh, that's interesting.
And then there's you can get different buffs for different areas in the shop. One might be like epic items sell for 100% more.
Just in this corner.
Yeah.
Have you ever been in a shop where you've seen the price and it's made you so angry that you've left? Or you've gone to a corner and said, actually, I'm willing to pay a lot more for this now.
Yeah.
I really like the mood lighting here.
Yeah.
Oh, it's actually the tablecloth on the table that does it.
Oh,
yeah.
That's a nice pattern.
And a little statue that's next to it. So I think it's like if you see the statue, you see the little tablecloth with a little item on it. You're just like,
I was going to
pay double.
$8, but now $16.
Or I could get the same item in the same store on the other side of the store for cheaper. But this one's got a statue next to it.
Wait, did you say $17? I'm out of here.
I'm fairly sure I have left places because the prices were too high.
But angrily?
Not angrily, like, I'm so mad.
Was it a case of you saw one thing and you left?
I don't know. I don't know, but I've definitely been just like, this is not for me.
Yeah, I've been.
I'm not the target audience here.
I walked into a store where it was like, had a sale, and the price was already way more than I would ever want to pay for anything like that.
Name names, Blake.
No, I'm not going to.
All right, fair enough. Have you been playing anything else on the Steam Deck? Also, are you enjoying the Steam Deck?
Yeah, so I do really like the Steam Deck. The only downside so far is that some games don't have very good support for the controls.
Yeah.
Which is not a fault of the deck itself. It's just that a bunch of games won't have even controller support. There are community layouts for games that don't have good mappings. People have gone through and like made their own layouts that kind of make sense. But I don't like that. I like it when it works.
You gotta have the dev to actually put some thought into
it.
Yeah. So I had looked at the Steam Deck. I never really seriously considered buying one, and it was largely because it felt a bit too Wild West. So this is like it's making better as the Nintendo Switch, right?
Yep.
And the Nintendo Switch is a handheld console that can become like a TV console, right? That's the gimmick, and that's kind of the gimmick of the Steam Deck as well. Although you don't have a dock, do you?
No, it doesn't come with one. I think I read that you can get them. I didn't actually research it because I don't have any interest in docking my Steam Deck. I've got a PC that's going to be better.
But it does, like, for a Nintendo, for the Switch, you kind of the game you buy on it is going to work with the product you're holding in your hands, which is just not the same for the Steam Deck. I see a lot of things that are like partial Steam Deck support.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh.
If you go into that, it'll actually give you a breakdown of where it works and where it doesn't.
Sure.
And sometimes it's just that some text might be small and you need a zoom. And there's a little... I've actually played one game where the one area it said didn't work was...
Fine.
That you needed to be able to zoom sometime for the text.
Okay, I see.
Oh, actually, this reminds me. The first game I played on this was Berry, Berry, Berry.
Oh, my goodness.
That someone recommended a month ago.
I have to Google that, actually. Berry, Berry.
This was the game that had the one warning that said that text might be small.
Oh, right.
It was the first game I played on Steam Deck. So I bought a Steam Deck to play this game.
Worth it?
Yep.
So the game's good?
It's fun.
Good recommendation?
What is it like? So
it looks nuts. I'm just looking at
it's very clearly just like an incremental game where your goal is to put fruit in a hole.
And then it slowly just gets more and more insane.
Yeah, so you can like if you put enough fruit in the hole will get bigger. There's like a perks section where you can sort of upgrade different skills and stuff.
What skills have you got?
You can get a vacuum cleaner that allows you to suck up a bunch of fruit instead of picking it up by hand.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Do you know why you're putting fruit in a hole?
What?
Do you know why you're putting fruit in a hole?
There's a hole and there's fruit.
There's no...
There's not much else. Well, there's a weird, creepy sun-looking dude sitting on top of the fence, and it might have told me. I might not have paid attention.
What's the lore here?
I have a feeling that's the thing that it builds upon itself, and that you do. There is in fact a reason. That's my guess. Because there's got to be something at the bottom of the hole, right?
Yeah, well, the fruit.
Yeah.
Well, is something eating the fruit?
The hole.
Would that thing rather have meat?
Oh.
Yeah. No, it was cool though. Like, there are a bunch of weird points in it where things change that you weren't expecting. And
did you beat it?
I got 2 of the 4 endings.
Okay.
One of the endings was just like you progress through the game.
Yep.
The other ending, this is a little bit of a spoiler, but is kind of worth it, which is that once the hole eats all of the gnomes, you get a disc that you can put into the computer. And then when you put the disc in the computer, you can launch the gnome game. And that puts you in a box with a sand pit that keeps filling up with gnomes. And eventually the room fills with gnomes and you get the gnome ending.
Oh. Yeah, that seems good. Yeah. So there's 2 more endings. Are you going to seek out those other 2 endings?
I might, honestly, just because it's a weird thing and it's kind of cool.
Do you know what those other endings are?
No, not at all.
Do you know how to get to them then? But you know there's 4 endings.
I know there's some like puzzles I didn't solve.
Okay.
Just because there's like very clear hints. That
What? You throw fruit in a hole. What puzzles? Fruit go in hole. Gnome go in hole.
There's just like there's a few symbols on a wall and anything that looks clearly like those symbols, and you're like, this looks like instructions for how to do this, and then it doesn't happen, and you got to go back to putting fruit in the hole.
Yeah. All right.
You're always going to be putting fruit in the hole.
The hole gets bigger.
How much was this game? Or should I just check?
You should look it up. I didn't. I don't know.
Mr. Moneybags over here just buying games on site. It's $8.
Well, yeah, it's a bit more if you've got to buy the Steam Deck as well.
Oh, really?
What?
No, I mean it's on PC, but if you want to buy the Steam Deck as well,
you can buy the Steam Deck. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
So it was like hundreds of dollars.
$11.79 plus 1,000, give or take.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I just bought a Nintendo Switch 2.
Yeah.
And I will be playing it in 2 to 3 weeks when they actually deliver it.
That's great.
So I can't wait. Actually, I have been playing 2 other games. Number 1 is one that I think I don't know if I talked about it on the podcast, because I've talked about a lot of idle games in the podcast, and I may have just been like, this one isn't. People are sick of hearing idle games. That's my assumption, because what else can you say about idle games? But Paul got me addicted to one I had been playing ages and ages ago. I think I told him about it, and he started playing it. And then he's like, hey, you told me about this game, and I'm still playing it. And now I'm playing it again. I spent money on it, and I'm addicted.
Is this the game that doesn't sound like a real game?
It's a real game.
It's a real game.
We
what are you
only
talking
play
about?
regular games.
You breed cells in space.
Yeah.
And then you evolve your ships, and then you do loops. You reset your loops. You got to mine your shards.
Yep.
And this sounds all real. This sounds
at some point you
real.
Gotta do research and do missions, and then you eat your own tail. Is that right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Sounds like
I'm only up to the shards part, but I'm getting close to the research part.
What is this game?
Yeah. Oh, also, once you eat your own tail, there's a whole bunch of other stuff you can do.
Yeah, I'm sure there is. I'm very excited.
Yeah.
I've seen there's like a leaderboard.
Oh,
the leaderboard has
that.
sub-menus, and one of the sub-menus just has a bunch of creatures on it.
Okay, what you guys need to start from the beginning here, because before the last podcast,
this is the beginning. First of all, second of all,
the beginning.
What do you need to know?
You're reading what the game is.
You're multiplying cells in space to evolve your ship. You're mining your shards. You're doing your loop.
You're resetting your loops, right? Battery cells?
Huh?
The battery cells?
Battery cells? What are you talking? What?
That's what the cells are.
Are they battery cells?
I just assumed they were battery
cells.
cells.
No, they're biological cells. Look at the images. Because then you use them to print humanoids.
You just get more of them.
You print crew for your ship using the cells.
Yeah, but you also buy like generators with them.
The generators are obviously made out of cells to make more cells, make cell generators.
I just thought we were making batteries. Lots of batteries.
Well, I mean, that looks very biological. All the cell icons.
We could just assume we're both right and not even care, because it sounds like I'm wrong.
They're both Googling. They're both looking it up.
We're both in a. Oh, hang on. I gotta get my. I've got my shards. Got my shards. My shards. Everyone.
Great.
Let's have a quick look at the cells icon. Where can I see this? In the player menu. No, I want to go to player menu, and then I want to go to the open rewards lane. Yeah, those look like biological cells to me.
They look like cogs.
Yeah. What battery has cog arms on it? Cells have
space batteries.
Have cilia.
Yeah, but those are all squiggly. These are straight lines.
Okay. Well, you know what?
Phew. That's close.
We're gonna say
cogs are a machine. Batteries are a machine.
I've got a good middle ground here. You're making jail cells, and you have to keep all of your staff in prison, and you need a lot of jail cells because they're really big. Blake is looking at me like I discussed him. And you know what?
No, I'm just I cannot understand what this is. You know what? I think I understand. Back when I was explaining Death Stranding to you, I think I understand how you felt. Because you're saying words that I do not understand what this thing is.
At no point in this game does it rain Monster Energy drink. So we got to get that.
It didn't rain Monster Energy, did it? No, it didn't rain. It rained time. You drank Monster Energy drink.
All right, you're right. What an idiot. What a stupid idiot I am for thinking that it would rain a liquid.
It rained time.
I forgot that the Monster Energy drink was just a thing you drank.
And it aged you. And it aged your packages that you were carrying. And if you'd get burned by a human touch.
So you mine shards. And once you gotta hit your milestones, right? You gotta hit your. Paul knows what I'm talking about. You gotta hit your milestones.
You do need the milestones.
And I've been buying mining robots.
What's this game called again?
Cifi.
Cifi.
But spelled with a C-I.
I always thought it was Cifi. I'll be honest, because it's C-I-F-I. It's Cifi.
Cifi. Cifi.
Have you got Cifi?
I got a case of Cifi.
No, I've got Cifi.
I was up all night with Cifi.
It's a Cifi builder.
All right, we're way out of time. You can email frenzyquest@gmail.com. You can leave your questions and stuff on YouTube videos or email us, whatever. We love hearing from you. We'll be back in a couple weeks. Bye.
I saw Limp Bizkit, and they were like real shit. I don't know what the fuck was wrong with.
Oh, I can tell you, it was Limp Bizkit.
No. I don't know what was wrong with like Fred.
What was Fred Durst still the head of the band?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, then there you go.
Yeah, he kept like he'd start a song and then just stop it and be like, and then say some shit and then be like, all right, what else should we play? Like it was real fucking weird. Yeah.
Oh, that's really weird.
Yeah.
It
felt like he didn't want to be there.
You don't say. Fred Durst?
Yeah.
The head of Limp Bizkit?
Yeah.
The guy who named his album Hot Dog, what was it?
Chocolate Starfish and the hot dog flavored
water.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Boy, but he's such a paragon of virtue.
Right? I know.
I know absolutely nothing about him. I know that I liked them when that album came out, but like I liked all sorts of shit.
What was the last band their last proper? I've never been to a festival, like a big day out.
Festivals are cool.
They seem hectic.
Honestly, they were young persons.
Yeah.
I wouldn't really go.
I think I probably missed that window.
Yeah, I went to one up north that it was up near Haruru Falls. You probably don't know where that is, but it's like it's like a touristy place because there's some nice falls there. But there was across the road. There's like a big farmland, and they would every New Year's have like a 2-day festival there.
Cool.
And they'd have like local New Zealand bands. So they had like Blind Spot and like Tadpole were there.
Yeah.
You know, don't know they were band like
what was the festival
bands. It was I can't even remember what it was called. I literally don't remember what it was called.
I went to Rhythm and Vines once, but that's in Gisborne.
We this was the one I definitely talked about this on the podcast. I'm sure where because we knew where the place was going to be because it was there every year, and you know it's an alcohol-free zone. So about 2 weeks before,
did you bury it?
We went onto because it's just a farm. We went there in the middle of the night and buried some alcohol.
I don't think you told me about this, but I've heard in the last month or so people talking about going to like festivals and burying alcohol ahead of time and drugs. And that's how they get drugs in these festivals. Is they go there, they bury them, and they dig them up.
It's pretty great. It's a good move.
That's really clever.
Yeah. But also, like, it seems like it's a kind of an open secret. So it feels like that would be really easy to catch people in the act. Put cameras up 2 weeks ahead that catch motion.
I guess. I guess you could. And catch us.
No, probably.
They probably don't want to.
The thing is, when we drove in, though, we had this big, like, tanker of water, right? And one of us had plastered a big vodka sticker on the side of it. And the security guys didn't bat an eye. And we were like, we went to all this trouble. We could have just rolled in with like a massive thing. It's like, it's labeled vodka. Clearly, they wouldn't be that stupid.
Yeah, that's really funny. I saw Foo Fighters at BlizzCon.
Really? You were at that BlizzCon?
Yeah.
Oh, I saw that on the internet? Live, yeah.
And then the previous year, it was Tenacious D.
Yeah, that's right. I remember that, yeah.
Although I didn't go down for the Tenacious D concert. I went down for the Foo Fighters concert. I was too busy writing articles for.
Oh, right. I saw Foo Fighters at Western Springs, and Tenacious D was there as well. But we were so far away.
Did Grohl do the drumming for Tenacious D?
Yes.
Great. Because he was the drummer for Tenacious D the year before.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. But we were so far from the stage. It was like the furthest concert. We were up on this like muddy bank, like with trees and stuff, and it kind of sucked. And here, another story about someone sneaking in alcohol. Where we were standing there. We walked in. We found a spot, and we're like, okay, cool. And then this couple come. This man and woman, and the woman is pregnant, and she's like waddling along, and I'm sitting there going, why would you come here and you're pregnant? That's crazy. And then she came and stood by us and then lifted up her dress, and she had a taped wine bladder. And then she's like, hey, do you guys want some? And we're like, yeah.
Was she pregnant at all?
No.
Yeah, brilliant.
Not at all.
Great.
Like, I was like, that's pretty clever.